All right, welcome to Hoof of Argon. Now, who has experienced this returning panel before? Hands? All right. For those who have not experienced it, let me give you a little quick backstory. There is a fic from the science fiction fandom known as Eye of Argon. It is a famous fic, and there have been many convention panels having to do with Eye of Argon. The idea with it is that you were supposed to read it through without laughing. Now, we in the pony fandom can outdo anybody from the science fiction fandom, so it proved necessary to seek out fics of pony styles that are equally horrific as Eye of Argon, or worse. Those of you who have copies in your laps know how much worse. An important point about this is that we could not go and just search fanfiction or something for the most horrifying fics, because that would be kind of mean, and there are people who write terrible stuff and they don't actually intend for it to be terrible. But for this reason, I had to put out a secret casting call for fics of this nature, and 2 people responded. And they responded so well that the fics have never needed to be changed. In fact, we have never been able to get another fic nearly as good as these 2. The first one is by Book Player, who just gave a panel on romance writing in this very room, and has a book for sale out. It's not this fic. I'm not sure how many people would pay for this one. She got drunk one night, and on being asked to do this, she wrote this little thing called Love on the Acers of Sweet Apples, which you'll be experiencing first. Your goal is to get through this fic in half an hour or so that you can experience this one. This is MLPFIM Crisis in Time Space by 00 Maria Fan Forever 00. Nobody knows who this is. We may never know, but single-hoofedly, they have made the most ultimate bad fic in existence. No, it isn't. I swear to God, it is not. I don't know who it is. I'm not making that up. I don't know who it is. The writer is on FinFiction. You can look up their identity. They have never written anything else, and they have not made any blog posts or responded to anybody. Sock puppet, maybe? Now, here's the thing. You must read it verbatim, pronouncing everything as written. And if you're very good at doing that, please do it dramatically as well. The thing is, if you try to do that, you're probably not going to get 5 words. So anybody thinking they can get up here and read through this entire fic, technically, if you can slowly grind your way through it, you're probably doing it wrong. This is an entertainment panel. So if you're capable of going through page after page without screwing up, I command you to read it with as much drama as possible, just to make it harder for yourself. You'll be making a line soon. Don't stampede into the line. And the line will line up over there, come up here, and sit one at a time on this chair and read from where I said. And as you get through it, we'll be able to continue through the fic. If you get anything wrong, you get bonked gently with the plastic rock of correction. It used to be the hammer of correction, but our event staff got a little frisky with it in terms of... Anyway. So, it still functions as its intended purpose. It's still harmless. And if you liked seeing that, your other jobs, those of you who are in the proofreader section, who aren't necessarily wanting to read in front of a microphone, but who want to be participating in this, you will be the watchdog and keep track of whether I'm doing it wrong. And if I bonk the person and they didn't read it wrong, then you call me on that and I go, oh, okay. I bonk myself and I let them keep going. That pretty much sums it up. So if you would kindly and calmly form a line over there. Do not block the doors, please. You might want the line to go behind the screen because that doesn't block the door. Don't bump the projector. This fellow will manage that. Do what he tells you to do. As you can see, most people are doing it. the hidden purpose of having it be this difficult, the hidden purpose of having it be this hard to read and getting bonked so many times is that we will go through this line rapidly. So if you are in line, you try to read and you get only one word in there or something and they bonk you instantly, go to the back of the line if you want to keep going. We'll try to keep it circulating. There's 2 fics to get through and the night is young. So, J.A. Jaxie, first of the line, please come up, take a seat, and begin reading the fic over this microphone.
Love on the Acers of Sweet Apples by Book Blair. Within the acres of Swede apples, there lived a mighty stallion and a large...
Thank you, G.A.P. Jaxie. Onward. All right, Gestapo. You will start from and a large. We're going to try to burn through this because the other one's going to take most of the time.
And a large and muscled stallion was he. For this story of a stallion of largeness
or largeness. Alrighty. Yep, no, you keep going. Go to the back line. All right. You will start from for this up here.
For this story of a stallion or largeness and muscles refers to a pony of great might, a pony maned Big Macintosh. Upon a sunnish morning on the acres of sweet apples, this stallion, Big Macintosh, of the largeness and muscles, was pulling a plough, thought fields of soil the deep brown colors of John.
Wow. That was awesome. Oh my God, I've never had anybody say John. Woo! A big hand, a big hand. Okay, Somber. Over to you. Now let's see. Pulling a plough. Start with.
Through fields of soil, the deep. Okay. Pulling a plough, thought fields of soil, the deep brown colors of dark chocolate. The plough plowed easily because Big Macintosh was a strong stallion, and the strength with which he pulled easily moved it. When there came a scream, "Ah!" The scream came with a sound as if a pony was tarped by a large objects, but not as large a Big Macintosh's muscles. Big Macintosh knew that if there was a pony to be saved, his muscles must save them, and he would have to be there. So he went there fast, galloping with a swiftness of speed, like a fast moving river down a steep mountain of rocks, where it picked up speed until it was moving with electricity. And thus is Macintosh go with that speed to where the pony has screamed. Upon arriving at a place where a pony was trapped, he could see this pony beneath a pile of rocks was cheerily. He loved Cheerylel with the love of a big heart, because a heart is a muscle, and all of Big Macintosh's muscles was large. So when he saw the pony her came to save, he knew he had to work quickly to rescue her and aid in her escape.
Because that was awesome. Big round of applause, please. And on to the next person. Yes, if you're really great, I'm also going to move you on just so that we can keep things moving. That was awesome. So we'll start from I came to rescue you.
I came to rescue you, Macintosh said in a deep voice.
This is more normal, having it go fast. Okay, well, I'm not going to tell you. Remember what you just heard people say and then say it. Do it from I came to rescue.
I came to rescue you, Macintoshi said with a deep voice.
New pronunciation. Okay, that's good. We'll keep it.
Like a rumble of thunder on a summer day when there's a storm. I was plowing a feld when I heard a scream and I thought...
With I heard a scream. People are supposed to get only about 3 words into it. If you think this one is bad, you should see the next one. Onward. I was plowing.
Okay. I was plowing a feld with I heard a scream, and I thought you might need my muscles to save you, so I came. I'll save you now. Good. Drearily answered happily, because even if she was under a gargantuan pile...
That was a real word. Gargantuan is a real word. Well done, though. All right. Next. Remember, we're going to keep it moving. Ideally, we can have lots of people read. That means you're supposed to only get a few words into it. Onwards. Good. Start from...
Good. Cheerily answers happily, because even as she was under a gargantuan pile of rocks, she was happy to have a stallion with many muscles come to save her from being trapped beneath it forever. He, Big Macintosh, put his
It's Macintosh. N-T-S-O-H. Well done. Yeah. The correction thing. Thank you very much. Excellent. Yay. Next person to attempt the pronunciation of that name. You heard what I said just now. Do you remember it? So, he.
He, Big Macintosh, put his large hooves against one of the rocks, a big one that was some here near the middle of the pile, and pushed as his muscles pushed again.
Second laugh. There you go. Thank you very much. I will have the other... Let me have that back. Not your hat, the other thing. I'm going to have people start that over from the beginning, because we'll start with the same place. He.
He, Big Macintosh, put his large hooves against one of the rocks, a big one that was some here near the middle of the pile, and pushed as his muscles pushed against his skin. The orcs left when they exploded violently away, because that was how strong Big Macintosh was with his muscles pursuing them. I'm saved! Thank you, Big Macintosh, Cheer Isle's aide. You're welcome, Big Macintosh said. I love you. Oh, well, I love you that way. Also, I think we should be special some poise, Cheerilee said. Cheerilee smiled with happiness and was in love with Big Macintosh, and because he saved her and she liked his muscles, that got rocks off of her. I don't know, Big Macintosh said. He really did want to be her special some pony, but for some reason, he said he didn't. It was like something inside him couldn't decide, even though he would decide he wanted to love Cheerilee. So he said that he didn't know.
You did that. Awesome. Big round of applause. We're gonna keep it moving, because there's a big line and everybody can get to read if we do this right. Now you are going to begin with this bottom part here.
Right here.
Then more rocks tumbled down upon Shirley with a loud crash like a bunch of drums falling down a big flight of stairs if drums were rocks. She screamed and felt an ache in her heart because she didn't know if Macintosh was her special sun pony and also how she'd get out from under these rocks. I wish I'd said I'd be her special sun pony, Big Macintosh said in her head to cheerily, couldn't hear.
Out in his head. Very close though, very close though. Okay, next person will start from where that left off. I wish.
I wish I said I'd be her. I said I'd be her special sun pony, Big Macintosh said in his head so cheerily couldn't hear. But his muscles heard his deep voice that didn't say anything, and they got to pushing the rocks again. Because if Big Macintosh wanted to be Cheerilee's special sun pony, he was going to rescue for her from all the rocks that fell on her. When Cheerilee was free again, she smiled and Macintosh said, I rescues you because I want you to be my special sun pony. Good, Cheerilee said. Cheerilee kissed Macintosh and Macintosh kissed Cheerilee, and they pressed together like toe boards that were nailed together with no space between them because they nailed them really good.
Well done, though. Well done. That was so good, let's have it again. Cheerily kiss back.
Cheerily kissed Macintosh, and Macintosh kissed Cheerily, and they pressed together like toe boards that were nailed together with no space between them because they nailed them really good. They stopped kissing. Like your muscles and your deep voice, Cheerily said.
No. Little Popeye in there. We get all kinds of things. No. How about you go from they stopped kissing?
They stopped kissing. I like your muscles and your deep voice, Cheerily said. Good, Macintosh said. And he was glad because Cheerily loved him and loved his muscles, which he had a lot of. That meant she loved him a lot. I like your pretty face and the eye color you have. Oh, what did I...
The eye of color you have. She only likes one of his eyes. The other eye can just go whatever. So, I would say go from good, Macintosh.
Good, Macintosh said, and he was glad because Cheerily loved him and loved his muscles, which he had a lot of. That meant she loved him a lot. I like your pretty face and the eye of color you have. Good, Cheerily said. She had eyes of a color all the time, so she knew he would love her forever. They loved each other because Big Macintosh moved rocks and saved her. And there was love in that was deeper than a hole in the ground that led to the core of the earth, which is the deepest thing, and they loved deeper than that. They got married, and it was beautiful because it was a love.
Beautiful. Tuffle. Well done, though. That was good. Remember when we're done with this one? Remember when we're done with this one, that's not the end of the story because we have the hard one still to go. Third last paragraph of this one.
They got married, and it was beautiful because it was a lovely day on the spring with the apples on the trees of the acres of sweet apples where the sun shone with a glow like a giant candle. It was bring enough to make it daytime. Other ponies were there, such as Applejack, Apple Bloom, Granny Smith, and Applejack's friends, and Apple Bloom's friends, and other ponies from town. There were many ponies on that brightly day. And Cheeringly and Macintosh got married then. All the ponies were so happy because they could see the love that Big Macintosh.
Oh, Big Macintosh. Here's the question. Do you want to give her another chance to hear the end of this story in that reading voice and style? Try to get to the end. We have a whole other fic to do.
And Cheeringly and Macintosh got married then. All the ponies were so happy because they could see the love that Big Macintosh and Cheriel hadn't showed in their eye. The goodness of the day was increased when no rocks fell on Cherry Lee, and Big Macintosh could not use his massive muscles for saving her, but for marrying her. This made the day better than any day before when they weren't married yet, and sometimes rocks fell because they liked getting marries. And they got to get married to each other, which was good. Oh, at the end of the day, they were married and liked together forever.
All right, stay in line, stay in line. Stay in line because we are not done. Now is where we switch over to the really hard one. We're going to move this pretty fast, probably. If you were given a copy out there in the audience, you may keep that copy, yes. It is also available on the internet, possible to find. Love on the Acers of Sweet Apples by Book Player. The one here, BronyCon exclusive. We're going to need to keep going because we have much to do. On to MLP Christus and Time Space. Please begin this madness.
MLP Finn, Crisis in Time Space by Omario Found Forever. Twilight woke up in her bed after she became a princess.
Bissema, a princess. I'm going to say it only once, so listen sharp if you're in the line. Please start from the beginning again.
Twilight woke up in her bed after she became a princess, but it was hard to remember that. What did I do?
Remember. Again, from the top, please. We can do this. Twilight.
Okay. Twilight woke up in her bed after she became a princess, but it was hard to remember that she has wings.
It's remember. If you can get to the next period after heard, we can go on from there.
Twilight woke up in her bed after she became a princess, but it was hard to remember that she has wings now, and they wear twists on her and hurt. Ow, I should remember.
Remember. But we made it to the next sentence. We made it to the next sentence, so good. From ow, sir.
Ow, I should remember.
Sold. S-O-U-L-D. Yeah, I tripped you. This is the hardest one ever. We're moving through this line fast. Get in the back of the line. You may very well get another chance. From L, sir.
From L.
Oh. I should. So go to the back of the line. You may very well get another chance. Okay, onward. We're going from Al. If we can get to that space, period space, I'll go from there.
Alright. Ow, I sold remember that I have that now. This is a herd thing to get use. She got up the bed but her wings were twisted in the planet and she fell on Spike. Out while it walks out. Heard aloud. Sorry, Spike.
Well, wonderful. Thank you so much. You've got us several papers in. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going to make you start from Ow Twillith Wicked. Or this owl. There's more than one owl.
Ow, Twillith walks out. Spick, hurt loud. Sorry, Spike. I don't mean to, but a princess is a hard new thing to be.
Princess? I'm seeing throat cut thingies. That means princes. All right, thank you very much. Onwards. Remember, we're trying to keep this moving as fast as possible so people get a chance to read. I'm going to second out of the left and straight on till morning. This one.
I don't mean to, but a princess is... Oh. Ow, Twilight! Watch out, Spike, hurt loud. Oh, sorry. Oh, wax out! Spike hurt loud. Sorry, Spike. I don't mean to, but a princess is hard new thing to be.
Is a hard.
Oh, is a hard.
No, you're going to have to go on to another person. The whole point of this is that nobody can make it more than 3 words. So don't feel bad. You may very well get another chance toward the end of the line, and we'll keep it moving. We're going to keep it moving. Next person to try from second out of the left and straight on till morning.
Ow, Tweething, watch out.
Does Tweething count? Tweething doesn't count. I'm sorry. Right. Remember, we're trying to move as fast as possible. You can get multiple turns real fast. Up. I will try to bear in mind the chuckles and stuff. I can't be on top of everything. That's what the audience members with the proofreading are there to call me on. Okay, so I'm keeping an eye out for like the thumbs down or whatever, which is nicer than pony side. Yep. Let's see. Let's start from Sorry, Spike.
Sorry, Spike. I don't mean to, but a princess is a hard new thing to be. And Spike understands. Twilight went down the stairs to the kitchen to make breakfast for her and also Spike, but a loud noise came from outside. Twilight went to look, and it was a storm, but a far storm, but still loud. What's going on? I thought Pegasus wasn't supposed to make that weather today. Then the storm got green and flash, and a loud bolt shook the land. Wise kind of weather came from? Cloud don't do that. Rainbow Dash came fast, but from her house and said, and soon also other ferns came soon to also look at and wondered what made it. Was it Evel? Spike burp a letter from a princess, and it came on Twilight's hoof, and so she opines it. Dear Twilight Sparkrell.
Because you're doing so well. Where was the end? Oh, fair enough. Okay. So we will resume from Dear Twilight Spectral and Friends.
Dear Twilight Sparkler.
Sorry, we're going to keep moving. Remember, the faster people get conked on the head and move on, the faster we can keep circulating the line. People should be able to get multiple times.
Dear Twilight Sparkle. Oh.
Back row. And I even said it. Sometimes I'm not going to say it so clearly, but onwards. ABC.
Dear Twilight Spackrel and Frinids, a greatest evil from beyond the world has came.
Now, do I have a suggestion on how you pronounce Bound. Bound, because it's not B-E-Y, it's B-E-O. Bound? Okay, we'll call it bound. Yeah, that was a mispronunciation. No, thank you. Onwards to the next person. Now we know that it's pronounced it bound. But I'm going to make you start here, and I'm not going to pronounce the part. Here.
Dear Tillich Spackrel and friends.
Brenids. All right, keep it on going. Keep it on going. Remember, you can go to the back of the line. You may very well get another chance. Again,
Dear Tillit, Sparkle, and friends.
Spackrel. Okay, we'll keep it moving. Like I said, you may get another chance. Don't run each other over on the stage, please. And remember, the one we're getting to is bound. But that's not what you're going to start at. So, start at dear.
Dear Tillite, Spackrel, and friends. A greatest evil from Beyond.
It's hard to pronounce, but it's like bound. Pronounce it kind of like boing. Bound. All right. Please start from dear.
Dear Twilight Spackrel and friends, a greatest evil from beyond the world.
We're trying to pronounce it beyond. Because it's so close to beyond as in Y that we have to make it sound different. All right, next person. Beyond. Beyond, yep. All right. Again, we're going to go back to deer, and I'm not going to pronounce that first part.
Dear Tillites Backrel and friends, a greatest evil from beyond the world has came and you must help. Its only hope for Equestria. It's real urgent, so we need to got to Equestria to help Claestia.
Claestia. It's clearly Claestia. Oh, but very good though. In fact, I am going to allow that to move on. I'm going to have people read from its only hope for. Continue from here.
It's only hope for Equestria. It's real urgent, so we need to got to Equestria. Help. Claestia. Twilight.
That looks like Twilight to me. Woo! Okay, so we're going to try that one again.
It's only hope for Equestria. It's real urgent, so we need to got to Equestria to help Claestia.
Thank you very much. We're going to keep moving. When people do it over and over again, sometimes you can pick up from what they said, and we'll try to go from there. People on the line don't have a cheat sheet to look at, you see.
It's only hope for Equestria. It's real urgent, so we need to got to Equestria to help
Oh, it's a laugh one. Okay, so onwards. I'm going to let you move it onwards. We're going to start from it's real urgent now. Sure.
It's real urgent, so we need to got to Equestria to help Claestia. Twilligat yells hero to her frides and Spike, so she magic them there fast. Chapter 2. They got in the cast in Cantrellot, and Princes Celstia and Luan, where there and in armor.
Where there? Where there? Onwards to the next one. Okay, so we're on to chapter 2. We are on to chapter 2. Wonderful. Chapter 2, sir.
They got in the cast in Cantrelot, and Princess Celstia, Princess.
Also, it's Cantrell lot this time. Thank you very much. Oh, that's okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, yeah.
They got in the cast in Cantrelot, and Princess Celstia and Luan were there and in...
Where there? Where there? All right, so onward. Next person, remember, we're moving really fast, so you can get in the end of the line. You may very well come around to you again. Onward.
They got in the cast in Cantrelot, and Princes Celstia and Luan were there and in armor. Why in the armor? You can't pick. You have to stay here to make it safe. Tweelite was protecting them, and she didn't want them to get hurts so bad. Tealite, I have to tell you about that the danger is bigger than this, and it's my duty to help, Celesti say to Twilight, but she was more questoins. What do meant it's bigger than this? Twilight, there's a big secret, but I can only tell you later. Richt now, it's urgent to make the attack. Then Luna takes them to the armper. Here, have this on to protect, and gave to Friendins. Pinky had a bad time to get it on with her armor, so Tweelite magics it on her. And Rarity doesn't like the collars on it, so she magic it purple and glitter. But,
Okay, we're gonna say glider. Thank you very much. That was an impressive performance. We're gonna have you start with Pinky.
Pinky had a bad time to get it on with her armor, so Twilight magics it on her, and Rarity doesn't like the collars on it, so she magic it purple and glitter. But
Later, there was an earlier one too that was a little bit ambiguous. I saw some people like, but definitely glider. But well done on the e-and though. That was a good e-and. Woo! Let's go from right now. It's Urgent.
Rigged now, it's Urgant to make the attack. Then Luna takes them to the armper. Here, have this on to Prosetit, and gave to Friends. Pinky had a bad time. Read them?
I roll back a little bit. That's definitely F-R-E-I-D-N-S. Friedens. Woo! I did roll back a little bit. Okay, I'm going to start you with Friedens, in fact.
Friedens. Pinky had a bad time to get it on with her armor, so Twilight magics it on her. And Rarity doesn't like the collars on it, so she magic it purple and glitter. But is still don't get what are we even fizzing, they ask her. This is the day I'm afraid of. It's
Afraid of. But you moved it onwards. I will accept a lot of that. Sir.
This is the day I'm afraid of. The worst evil has came back, and it's worse than Sambram. And this...
Sabram. Thank you very much. Got it? This is the day you're afraid of, too.
This is the day I'm afraid of. The worst evil has came back, and it's worse than Sabrim and Disrod and Change-Inks together. Fluttershy was scared loud that she strats to cry loud from scared, and others were also scared. Fluttershy.
Okay, thank you. We've almost got to chapter 3. What I want to see now from people, okay? I'm going to start from Fluttershy was scared loud, and everybody has to go through that point. The first person who can go through Fluttershy double quotation marks and perform the double quotation marks somehow without making a sound gets to move on to chapter 3.
You keep saying Fluttershy. You're saying it wrong. Fluttershy was scared loud that she strats to cry loud. From scared and others were also scared. Fluttershy.
Chapter 3.
The storm was big than ever and now was red and not Greon. And very loud to shake the wordle. This looks like it's the end of time.
Lokes. L-O-K-E. You said looks a little bit. Okay, audience opinion. Was it Lukes or was it Lokes? I got some, it's confused. It's too confusing, too confusing. I'm gonna let you go because I saw plenty of thumbs up and plenty of thumbs down.
Okay. Chapter 3. The storm was big than ever and now was red and not Greon. The very loud to shake the wordle. This lokes likes the end of time. Twilicht, think out loud, and Celesta.
I'm going to request that, no, it's not the Twilight. I would like people to say, this looks like it, the end of time, because it's it, space, S-T-H-E. I'd like to see people try to pronounce that. It's the, oh, dude. Okay, so audience response, did he do it? Am I being unreasonable? Okay. So he's going a little further down.
All right, where we started from? Okay. Twilight, think out loud, and Celesta. You're more rigged than you think, Twilight. This evil is greatest than the worst war. This is time fall peppered. All round and soon there will be nothing, not even time. But why? Is there something? No, darn, that's not good. Something.
I think it should be something, yes. Well done. A little round of applause because that was a good performance. Very good. Okay, remember part of what I'm doing is trying to move things on as fast as possible so that many people can get a chance to read. Speaking of which, where were we at? Oh yeah. Okay, we'll start from there. But why?
But why? Is there something so we can do?
All right, so onwards. This is supposed to be very, very hard, remember. I mean, some people are great at reading, but it's supposed to be super hard. You brought Rockies without raw protection.
But why? Question mark. Is there something we can do? Yes, but only if we try with harmony. Celeste was scared, too, but still stung in her face of the worst fear. Fluttershy was even more cry, but Rebo sad.
That was beautiful, though. I like that. That was great. We're going to continue from that same sentence.
Point out for me? What? Can you point me where you'd like to start? Fluttershy was even more cry, but Ribosaj was strong to fight. If it messens, we can save not just world, but also time. I can fix for all the ponies.
For all the ponies. All right. We made it to another page. Hooray. Okay, so. Yes, indeed. Start from the top of the page. That should work.
Okay.
world but also time, I can fifth for my all the ponies in Equestria. Oh, it's just Equestria. Okay. And she did a brave loopy-loop on the sky. Luna isn't happy with her like that. Round vow dash. This is serioso. We can all die. No, not just die, but never being born. It was deafingly very dark in the time. This really was the worst danger. Oh, it's Relly here.
This really was the worst danger. All right, very good. Thank you very much. We're going to keep going. Yeah, technically, we're not supposed to be jumping off the front of the stage, so if you do so, jump carefully and calmly, and we'll all be fine. Let's start you with that wonderful word that starts round.
Row, round, dash. This is serioso. We can all die. No, not just die, but never being born. It was deafingly very dark in the time. This really was the...
Really, really. Well done, sir. Okay. Thank you very much. We're going to keep it moving, and we got another person. No, nobody's ready for this. I'm going to have you go from it was deafingly.
It was definitely very dark in the time. This really was the worst danger. But what do we fight?
Fitzgerald. Thank you very much. All right, we're going to go on for there. And this really is the worst danger. What?
This really was the worst danger. What would we do we fight? How do we stop it? Sistia.
It's really, and it was Fitzgerald. There was a little fight in there. Thank you very much. We're going to keep moving. Yeah, it's scary. Okay, all right. So, you really are in the worst danger.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. This really was the worst danger, but what do we... How do we stop it? Cestia looky dark on the ground. It's the evil time god that I...
Evil. E-I-V-L. It's really difficult because some of this stuff you'd actually pronounce it close to. This harder to Oh yes, you like that. Okay, on to the next person. That was a special hit. Don't worry about it. I would have you go from this relic.
This really was the worst danger. But what do we figure? How do we stop it? Cestia looked dark on the ground. It's the evil time god that I locked away long time ago.
Lock two way. All right, man, thank you very much. On to the next person. I think we're going to start actually sneaking forwards a little bit. So I'm going to have Cestia look dark on the ground.
Cestia look dark on the ground. It's the evil time god that I thought.
E-I-V-L. I'm not saying that's easy to pronounce, but you got to try. All right, on to the next person. You may still be turning around. And we'll start with
It's the evil time god that I locked away long time ago. He is where Discard got his power to forget ponies their real self. So then it should be good to make Discord help. Try tight to get.
Twilt get. Sometimes it's very clear in how to pronounce it. But we got to another paragraph. Hooray, a little applause for this.
Yeah. Twiltgate. Questions to her, but a sad look came on the princess's face. We tried his help, but this crowid is died.
I've got some people in the audience who are sensitive to breaking from laughing, so we're going to be stern about that. Onwards. And I'm going to allow the going on to the second sentence of that one.
We tried his help, but the scroid is died. And Flourish was sad even more and see so loud to Terras. But he is my fried now, and she fell for crying. But Secrestally was more than just a fiend. She was her boyfriend, and they all every just kiss yesterday.
Yesterday. Very good, though. We're trying to get through it, but we're also trying to cycle through pretty fast. So onwards. I'm going to start you from Betsy.
But Secrestly was more than just a fiend. She was her boyfriend, and they all day just kissed yesterday. She was too much sad to have a fig and wasn't to fly home, but they don't let her. Fluttershy, this can be a revenge on the evil that killeth him. Riodash comforted her with her hawk. She secretly wants to be her gilfdind.
That was a laugh. Well done. Well done, sir. We're going to continue with Fluttershy and the R word. We are cycling through the people because I see some.
Fluttershy, this can be a revenge on the evil that killeth him. Riodash confronted her with her hawk. She secretly wants to be her guild friend.
I love that, but that was not the correct one. It says guilt-teamed, and you said guilt friend. I think anybody who is involved in writing this should consider themselves to be a guilt friend. Thank you very much. We will go on, and I will allow some of that to stick. So we're moving on a little bit from there.
Riodash comforted her with her hawk.
Comforted. We're making good progress, though. And I saw a 10-minute sign, but I was also told that we can keep going. So we're going to keep going unless they have a real good reason to stop.
Riodash confronted her with her hawk. She secretly wants...
Secondly, thank you very much. Okay. This is working really well. People are getting to read more than once, and so that means everybody's getting a chance to read, even if it is very small.
Riodash confronted her with her hawk. She secretly.
Comforted. There is a T-E-E-D, so I really want to hear the T. It seems to pretty much make sense that it would be comforted. So, comforting, yes. Very comforting.
Riodash comforted her with her hoth. She secretly wants to be her guilty.
All right, very good. I'm going to allow you to move that onwards. We're going to start from she secondly now. So that's it. We got some motion going on. You'll please start from she.
She secretly wants to be her guilt fiend. So,
That was another guilt fiend. Wow, everybody likes the guilt fiend. Thank you very much. We're making little bits of progress as we go. Guilt fiend, not guilt fiend.
She secondly wants to be her guilt-fiend. Okay, Inugo crying sugar cubes, Applejack was in a mode for Fugteen. We can make us feel beat her after we bet it, and she was rigged.
Move on to the next person and continue. I will start from we can make you feel better, so you did some progress, but now this is the point where it goes to all caps. So you have to shout and then stop shouting in the middle of a sentence.
Oh my, where to start from?
We can make us feel better after.
Get in the back of the line, you may get to read this very sentence again if everybody has it. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We're on the bit where you have to jump in volume randomly and then stop randomly in the middle of a sentence.
We can make us feel better after we bet it and she was rigged. They went to their battle postoins.
No. Somebody else gets to try the loud bit. Somebody else gets to try the loud bit.
We can make us feel better after we bet it and she was right. They went to...
Riggeth. All except Riggeth or Riggeth. Many people will get to shout this sentence before we are done.
We can make us feel better after we bet it and she was rigged. They went to their battle postoins and got ready. This MME is very strong, so toilet Uyo have to use your best magic. Celestia tell. Toilet made Raigi her storm zest fight, and so did Raiti, but it was just 6 roars. Then the pincer magic them in the cold. There it was so dark and evil.
That was brilliant. On to chapter 4. We are on to chapter 4, and that was a brilliant performance. Thank you very much. And we're going to keep it moving. We're on to chapter 4. Please come up and resume. Oh, no. Well, I said chapter 4, but please read it as written. That was not giving you a clue.
Captra 4. Time God was big, and he wasn't a pony, but some heightened worst. Fools, it's time to end it. Why can't try to stop it?
Stopped it. All right.
Time God was big, and he wasn't a pony, but something worse.
Some heightened. All right, onwards. Hello again. Start from Time God.
Time God was big, and he wasn't a pony, but something worse. Fools, it's time to end it. Why can try to stop it? And he shot a time wave at Cletissa.
Cletissa! Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Onwards. In fact, I'm going to let some of that stand, and we'll continue from Fools. It's time to end it now.
Fools, it's time to end it. Why can try to stop it? And he shot a time wave at Catisa.
Cletissa. The second time for that. Thank you very much. Okay. Onwards.
Oh, yeah, I think that's yours. Jeez, are you the one who's drunk? I guess.
Where?
And he shot a time wave at Klestia, but she dogged it. I'm from South Carolina, Reed Nation. So I never learned to do the word squiggles. Capture it for.
Capture it for. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's several tries at it. X is right here. We didn't get to it yet. Okay, onwards. In the back of the line, you may have your chance at it yet. Let's start from Fool.
Fools, it's time to end it. Why can't try to stop it? And he shot a time wave at Catisa, but she dodged it. This is not the way, time god. You have foully yourself in...
Your Receful. It says your Receful. All right. Please come and continue reading it. We will continue from This Is Not the Way, Time God, because we're all making a little bit of progress, bit by bit.
This is not the way, time god. You have fully your restful in thinking you have such a power. But he did listen. You're the fool. Pissness. You have ruled too long and throw another time wave. Oh,
A other. Very good. Thank you very much. I'm going to go from you're the fool. You've gotten us another sentence. Come on. We got it.
You're the fool, Pissness. You have ruled too long, and throw another time with.
Oh, A other. I like that people are reading Piskness right. It's a nice word. Hello again.
You're the fool, Piskness. You have ruled too long, and throw another time wave at this time. All dangerous, but till white quick made a orky field. Aru not them. You must be twiddled spackle. Did celestii.
I'm going to take all of that. I am going to accept all of that except for the laugh. We will continue from the point past where we've gotten. So, you must be tilled spackle. And continue from there.
Did Celestii?
Celestii. Onwards. And I'm going to try to not hand the rock to the new people as they come up. It's very late at night, I'm tired. You must be twilled spackle.
Did Celestii, Evan, tell you the truth? What truth? Don't let Sten.
It's in caps, so you should probably be shouting it. And after that, I think I heard a listen. Thank you very much. And we're going to keep moving. You may very well get to read again if you jump to the back of the line. We're moving fast. All right. So take this. I'll hand you the mic at the relevant time. And you must be twilled spackle.
Did Celestai Evan tell you the truth? What truth? Don't listen to him. What?
It should go. Did Celestai Evan tell you the truth? What truth? Don't listen to him. I'm not going to pronounce it again, so hope you listen quickly. Hello there. You must be tobacco.
Did Celestai Evan tell you the truth? What truth? Don't listen to him. What?
Listen. Thank you very much. Listen.
Did Celestai Evan tell you the truth? What truth? Don't listen to him, Twilight, but she had to cow. To kill it, you're not really what they had said. What? Dwight has just tried to disarc you, but she went to him now. Tell me, Highlight, you're an adopet, but not from other ponies, from me! And Twilight was so shocked to hear. Why didn't you tell me, Oh.
Big round of applause. Big round of applause for this one. That was amazing. You're going to resume from the loud shouty part over here. I'm going to do this part and you will take over when I pass you the microphone. Tillet, you're a dophead, but not from other ponies. From me! And Twilight was so shocked to hear.
Why didn't you tell me? Sequestria, I'm sorry, Twilight. You weren't supposed to find out this way.
But it was too late. And then Time God shot at Silatua, a time wave at her, and she didn't block at
Didn't. D-I-N-D-T. Not easy to pronounce, but didn't. We will accept a lot of that. I'm going to continue from but it was too late. Come over. Put you at the page.
But it was too late. And then Time God shot at Telautua, a time wave at her, and she didn't block it fast, and it hits. Salentia! They all yell, but not Tillwhite, because she is still in shock from the news.
She is still shocked from the news. She is all the shock. That pony is so shocked, I tell you. Okay, onwards. I'm going to take some of that too. You will resume from Selectia.
Sluttia! They all yell, but not Tillwhite, because she is still shocked from news.
Because, thank you very much. Honorably done. Honorably, you have complied with the terms of your dare. You may go in freedom and peace and not have to read this horrible stuff anymore. You're welcome. Next person, please. I'm going to have you continue from Select.
Seledia, they all yell, but not Twilight, because... Twilight.
Everybody's going to need the mic by the time we're done.
Seletia, they all yell, but not Tillit.
Very clearly Tillwhite. Onwards, onwards. The great thing about people blowing it after only a couple of words is you get to have another try and everybody gets to play. That's what's good about this fix, so don't feel bad if you only got a word or so. You're part of what makes this event excellent. Onward. All right, so let's see.
Seletia, they all yell, but not Tillwhite, because she is still shocked from the news. Celestia was old from the time was of now and said, "Twiligit, I'm sorry," and she died into dust. All ponies was crying now a lot, and also Luna, because that's her sister. Then Twilight got snaped from her shocking. "You are my father, but you are evil." And she got rela mad and a lot magic. She shot at him her best spell, but even better because she...
Biaksu. Very good, very good. We're going to continue from she shot at him her best spell. Hello, Giant Hat.
Alright, so where am I starting?
She shot at him her best spell, but even better. Biaksu, she had a magic from elements of harmony that also other ponies was doing, and it shot waves at Time God, and he got put back in his time hole where he was banished.
Last page. Please continue.
Sigatper 5. Twilight was had to be made the one to repcale Keltesia. At her, she died into dust.
Should I take Keltestia or should I demand Celtestia? Kelta.
At her, she died into dust, but dust was put into a jar for her memroy and repex. Luna was Cyric the most. She was the onil sister to I can have, and Tillite tries O comraft her, but she cries too. Oh Luna, I'm so sorry I was a fool for the time god trap. It's not so.
Okay, we're going to want sorry. Thank you very much. That was very good progress. We will continue with Oh Luna, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Oh Luna, I'm so sorry I was a fool for the time god trap. Is not your fault, Twilight. He was a evil power, and they hug for sorry. Luna hooked her more, and then they had a kiss. Meanwhile,
that would be an A. It's MENWIHL. I would not mind hearing Menwihill. Menwihill. Yes, because it is all caps. You're right. You're right. Okay, thank you very much. I also wonder whether we should be demanding Luna huged her more, because huged is a word. But I will accept anything that doesn't sound too much like hugged.
Luna huged her more, and then they had a kiss. Men Whitley, later at home, Ranabodast was at Fluttershy's house to hug her better. I was so much cry.
Oh, that was very good, though. That was very good, though. We got some progress going on. Woo. Okay. I'm going to be very unfair, because I love you and we've seen you up here several times. I'm going to ask you to start with the all caps word. It sounds like Menwihill. I want to hear you scream it as loud as you can.
Meanwhile,
Good try, that's part of it. Yay! Yeah. That's a very hard thing to ask because I'm demanding that you say the word. It's all caps, but it's also Menwihill. Well, MENWIHLE, Menwihill. Menwihill, something like that. Well, we'll find out how you say it. Here you go.
But what are you worth?
Man with it. What's it say? Man with his. Oh, man with.
On to the next person. We're looking for Menwihil, and we're looking for it real loudly. Yeah. We'll give it another shot.
Menwihil, later at home, Ranabodast was at Fluttershai's house to hug her beater. I was so much cry. Yeah, but you still help, so you are hero. And they hug, and then they had a kiss like a rainbow sash.
There's a D in there. It's a rainbow sash. Okay, so we're still going. We're getting very close to the end, but we're still going. We're not quite done yet.
I was so much cry. Yeah, but you still help, so you are hero. And they hug, and then they had a kiss, like a rainbow sash always what's her to do. Then Twilight and Luna walks in too. Hey, you're girl fiends, just like us? Question mark. Chapter Epilogue.
Thank you very much. We are on to the chapter Epilogue. We're at chapter Epilogue.
Okay. Chapter Epilogue. It was lots later, and Rain Nobed Dash, and Fluttershy, and Lana.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so we're good. I'm going to take that as a point of consideration. Epilogue is all caps. You know what that means.
Chapter Epilogue. It was lots later, and Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash. All right, keep going. Keep going. We have more space and more time.
Chapter Epilogue. It was lots later. Chapter Epilogue. It was lots later, and Rhino Dash and Fluttershy and Luna and Tilkite were having a double wedding. It's where two couples get a wedding at the same time, and they all kiss, but only Fluttershy Dash and Luna Light, not all for Echo they're not a foursome, ew. And now they're married together. The end!
All right. Okay, it is now 1:18 in the morning. We have done 1 hour and 20 minutes of Hoof of Argon. Thank you very much. This has been wonderful. And I hope you had a marvelous time. Hooray!